Being discarded by a narcissist usually unfolds in very dramatic ways. It is done in a manner to create the most pain and anguish as possible, sort of a final devastating blow asserting control and dominance. But it is important to note that the aftermath and the way we cope and move forward is up to us. At first, we may experience a sense of panic, described as a feeling that something terrible is about to happen. Some will self-isolate like a wounded animal, hiding their pain, and in many cases, stop eating or sleeping or functioning in any meaningful manner. Many turn to alcohol and drugs, such as antidepressants or sleeping pills. The one common denominator seems to be an inability to express anger at the way you were treated. Not to say that anger is a good expression of pain, but it would nonetheless be very appropriate. Some say that depression is anger turned inward. I might also add that depression might come from the mistaken belief that change will not occur, that what is happening right now will go on forever. On an unconscious level, this is a lie we tell ourselves and must be recognized and held to the light of truth. A clear-minded person will observe that change is the only constant, yet we are not clear-headed. So what do? We self-isolate, we obsess, we live in a dark place devoid of hope or redemption. This can go on for weeks, months, or even years. We are stuck in a place where we seem to feed on our pain. It becomes a thing which defines us. You may remember being a strong person, having dreams and goals, overcoming obstacles, but they are all just shadows in the darkness now. In every sense of the word, you have been broken as a prisoner of war after a brutal interrogation. You just wanted it to stop. You will feel alone, abandoned, helplessly hoping for a way out. You will at some point stop feeling anything. You will fear any thoughts of intimacy or basic social interaction. You will express vulnerability in strange ways. You might feel that people can see through you and know what you're going through. Your isolation knows no limits and will consume you if you let it. The remedy is both obvious and seemingly unattainable. You must get out. Be around others. Force yourself to be social. You might find it impossible to maintain a train of thought, even to read or watch a movie. You might think that escape from this frame of mind is impossible, but it is. No one will know what you're going through unless you tell them. But the one person you should be telling your story to is you. Not the story of pain and suffering, but the one of rebirth and recovery. You are not your story of old. You have the power and drive to compose a new story of triumph by the sheer will of your desire to do so. You were in an incredibly abusive relationship. You were discarded, and you hit rock bottom, and you lie there for a while, but you got up on one knee and didn't give up on yourself. Maybe it took months or years. Maybe you backslid into the darkness, but you just wouldn't give up on yourself. Remember, without fear there can be no bravery, and maybe you have found in yourself the warrior ethos. Your mission is to heal, to be whole again, to never accept defeat. You will not leave yourself behind on the battlefield. You will crawl if you have to, and maybe someday you will stand, and on that day you will be ready to help others.